It's time for another Chinese Zodiac as a Yin Yang design, and we're on animal number 5, the dragon. Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Yes, it's a Yin Yang video. I asked you last time if you want to see a full process sketch first, then final ink illustration, then digital cleanup, and you said yes. But I don't have time to edit that this week, so we're just doing the final inking, and I'll tease you with a photo from the sketch stage. I promise I will do a full process version of one of these before the series is over. Maybe the next video, maybe one or two after, I'm not sure. As usual, in one of these Zodiac videos, I'm going to talk about the meanings and fun facts for the year of the dragon and its symbols, but first I have something very important I want to talk to you guys about. You're going to hear me present this dilemma and ask you about it for a few videos in a row coming up, with the possible exception of tomorrow's Art Addicts Alliance video. I haven't decided that yet, because this is an important decision I need to make that will affect my upload schedule, and I really want your input. So if you like watching my videos and you're hearing this, please keep listening for another minute or two and then comment. Very important, please comment. I need to hear opinions from my audience. I need to make a change to my upload schedule between my art content here and my book and writing content on the Westville archives and on the blog. Don't worry, I'm not planning to cut down the content here. I do still plan to have twice weekly regular uploads with occasional bonuses. That's not going to change. What is probably going to change is which days I upload, and what might change is where I upload the book and writing content. Brief explanation of what's going on so this makes sense. I launched a book and writing channel in late May, and I started dabbling in book blogging at that time as well. I chose Saturday as my upload day on the Westville Archives channel because if I picked a weekday, it would either overlap with this channel or require me to always have back-to-back editing and uploading days, even on weeks without bonus content. My Twitter account and my blog for the book stuff have really started to take off since early September, so I have analytics numbers in those places telling me that the book audience out there on the internet is not coming to me on the weekends. The book channel isn't growing as fast as I had hoped, and the average views I get on videos there is absolutely pathetic. And what I'm seeing with audience numbers on Twitter and on my blog, that might be because I'm uploading on Saturday, so that needs to change. So change number 1, the probable schedule change, is that I need to shift which days I upload my art content so that I can get the book content onto a weekday and not go insane. I want to be uploading videos, art and book stuff combined, on 3 weekdays, and it makes sense for that to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm leaning toward Monday book and writing upload, and Wednesday and Friday can be the new schedule here for art. That would mean the monthly Art Addicts Alliance video would become one of my 2 uploads on those weeks instead of being a bonus, but other than that, I would be putting out the same amount of content, just shifted a day later in the week for each of the 2 regular uploads. Is that cool with everybody? Wednesday and Friday uploads instead of Tuesday and Thursday? Possible change number 2, where I'm uploading the book and writing content. I know YouTube prefers us creators to keep different genres of content to their own channels, but I'm not sure if having 2 channels is worth the work. Should I change the upload schedule first and see what happens, or should I move the book and writing content with a Monday upload to this channel? If you're only here for the art, would that drive you away? I wouldn't expect everyone who watches me for art to watch book videos, but would you be likely to unsubscribe or start ignoring my channel's notifications if one notification a week was for a video that isn't art related? Would you be fine with it? Alternatively, would you actually like to see me come on camera and talk about books or writing weekly on this channel? Another concern I have if I move it is then I wouldn't actually have a channel called the Westville Archives, and my Twitter and Instagram handles wouldn't make sense anymore. I could tweak them to match the blog name, which is Westville Publishing, but I would lose the @ tags and I might confuse people. I don't know. Now is the time to do it if I'm going to do it, but I really don't know. So question number 1, is everybody cool with shifting uploads here to Wednesday and Friday instead of Tuesday and Thursday, and that meaning that the monthly Art Addicts Alliance videos would no longer be a bonus upload? Question number 2. If I merged my 2 channels and moved the book and writing content over here on Mondays, would that make you watch less or unsubscribe? Would you watch more? Are you completely neutral on that? I don't want to move it here if it's going to hurt this channel. Okay, that got long. I need to figure out how to summarize that more when I bring it up again in the next few videos. On with the zodiac talk. The year of the dragon is the 5th year and animal on the 12-animal Chinese lunar calendar year rotation. The majority of 1988, the year I was born, was year of the dragon, but I'm actually a rabbit due to when Lunar New Year fell that year. I told that story last time in the year of the rabbit video. Either way, that means the years 2000 and 2012 were also year of the dragon, and the next one will be 2024. The year of the dragon usually sees a dramatic increase in birth because babies born in the year of the dragon are considered lucky, so it's very desirable to have a dragon baby. Since the number 8 is also lucky in Chinese culture, all of my fellow 1988 babies born on or after the 17th of February are extra lucky, being 88 dragons, and those of us born January 1st to February 16th will forever pretend that Lunar New Year and Gregorian Calendar New Year fell on the same day in 1988. Also, fun, useless fact, the local Chinese restaurant is called Dragon 88, and I've always wondered how many people realize what they've done there. The trine group involving dragons is dragon, monkey, and rat. This means dragons get along best with people born in their own year, as well as those born in the years of the monkey and the rat. On the flip side, dragons oppose dog. I think this is hilarious because based on my due date, I was supposed to be a dragon, and my sister is a monkey, and until she was about 16 and I was 20, we did not get along. Of the 5 elements, dragon is earth. On the Yin Yang, dragon is Yang, and dragon represents the 3rd lunar month. Lucky numbers for dragons are 1, 6, and 7, and their unlucky numbers are 3, 8, and 9. Their lucky color is yellow, and they should avoid blue and green. Dragons are associated with the season of spring and the hours of 7 to 9 in the morning. Men born in the year of the dragon are responsible, frugal, and trustworthy. They hold fast to their duties and beliefs, and their lives tend to revolve around their careers. They either marry young or remain lifelong bachelors. Women born in the year of the dragon are strong leaders and advocates. They stand for gender equality. They don't require a spouse to speak for them, and they do not like to be underestimated. Roosters look up to dragons, dragons keep monkeys in check, and dragons are attracted to the rat's sense of humor and reliability. That first bit is particularly adorable to me because my daughter is a rooster, and had I not been born early, I would have been a dragon, so this would have fit perfectly. Dragons work best in teams and prefer jobs that require quick and complicated thinking. They're great at broad picture planning, but prefer to leave details up to someone else. Dragons will fight hard for what they believe in, but this can also be their downfall as they don't always know how to pick their battles. You'll notice in the end here I'm not signing this piece, and that's because I realized too late that before I transferred the sketch I should have flipped it over. In order for the heads to be the round parts of the yin yang and have black in the correct spot, I need to digitally flip horizontally. I'm not going to add my signature now just to cut it up and mess with it in Photoshop in the next step. Tomorrow is this month's Art Addicts Alliance upload, and we've got 2 winning themes that we artists are allowed to pick from. Should be interesting. If you're looking for more to watch, I've got some suggestions up on the left side of the screen now, or if you'd like to check out my book channel, The Westfeld Archives, you can go ahead and click on my face on the right. I upload art content here twice a week at minimum, currently Tuesdays and Thursdays, and if you like living life creatively, whatever that means to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. Bye guys!